What's up, nerds and nerdettes, and we little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big John Ed G from Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. So this is a small game and small imprint, as you can see, title that I found not too long ago by Laboratory. Yeah, that's the best way to say that. And this is Shadow of the Elder Gods. This is a fully cooperative game, which means you can solo it. I've decided to use 3 out of the 4 possible max players that you can use. You can have up to 4. Since this is my very first game ever, I decided let me just use 3, and maybe I won't feel so overwhelmed, as what I was thinking. So this totally is a fairly cold run through. I just want to warn you. I've read through the rules once, and I've watched a how-to play video by Laboratory earlier this afternoon, and I'm hoping that between that, a little cheat card, and the rules, I'll be able to get through this. So, yes, once again, evil is rearing its ugly head in Arkham, and it is up to a few brave individuals to do something about that. Now, normally these do have stands to stand up on, but I figure since the camera angle is this way, it would just be best if I didn't bother with those. You could see them better this way. So we're going to have to try to avoid madness, and we have to avoid the cults getting too strong. And we're gonna have to avoid the machinations of the demon, what we're going up against here. So we'll see how this all plays out. Now, let me shuffle the Randomnomicon. This is used in lieu of this is used in lieu of like numbers and other things as well. So, what happened there? I don't know. To wait and see. That was not in the playthrough. The how-to. Okay, so whenever we need a random location or a random number or a random success or failure, we're gonna draw one of these cards and see what that says. The asset, this isn't being touched. This has been put in a specific order according to the rules. The assets, on the other hand, from top to bottom, they are going to be shuffled and put and put out. We're going to have 3 assets out at the beginning of each turn. And right now, what we have out is a rare book. It's going to cost $1, $1 bill, and discard this to gain 3 knowledge. A deputy badge. Redraw any zeros when you report to Arkham Police. And blackmail. You may spend knowledge instead of muscle to clear corruption. All right, and you can buy them at the specific places that are listed on the cards. So now, let's see. Okay, the first turn. The first player, we're going to be saying that the one with the shadow ring, the Ring of Shadows, is Dr. Henry Armitage. He has, they each have a shadow ability. I just randomly gave each of them, which will take place and matter when and if the ring changes hands. So, premonition, when you have the Ring of Shadows, you may discard this card to give a player an additional action to take immediately. You will gain a shadow token for that. Now, if Minnie Wong has the ring, then her reality check will allow her that while she has the ring, she can discard this card to heal all of a player's madness, and she will gain a shadow token for that. And then Shadow Bleed over here for Jack Gavelston is a Shadow Bleed. When you have the Ring of Shadows, you may discard this card to remove a threat token from the current location. You're going to gain a shadow token until you have 3. Not good. So right now, Dr. Henry Armitage is the carrier of the Ring of Shadows, and he has an advantage, which is tenured. He gains an additional knowledge when researching at Miskatonic University. Minnie Wong, her advantage is Lady Luck. She may redraw once while consulting the Randomnomicon, but must use the second result. Jack over here has the advantage of old friends. Spend one less bill when hiring muscle at Church Street Game Club. Okay, so on the first turn, the first player should read the Elder card on top of the threat deck aloud, resolve any effects listed, and when you're done, cycle to the next threat card by placing the card from the bottom of the deck onto the top. Okay. This top card is longer than the rest. And they're double-sided. We'll see why. So, Living Mummy. A random location gains a corruption. And then the cycle to the next threat. And it says down there, police found a mummified body with leathery skin. Somehow the victim is alive. While the Citizen Z is baffled, we prepare. Oh, no. It slipped out of me hands. Okay, a random location. So a random location gains a corruption. So we already shuffled this. We'll see what the random location is. Oh, no! Encounter when viewed as a threat. Shuffle this card into the Randomnomicon and resolve the next threat. Whenever drawn from the Randomnomicon, place a corruption on your location and draw the next card. Oh, that is not a good way to start that. We haven't actually moved to locations yet. This is still the first turn. So we can't resolve that yet. Because we are nowhere. We have to move somewhere first. So this is a Church Street Game Club then. We'll gain what was initially supposed to put out to begin with. Okay. And when you're done, cycle to the next threat card by placing the card from the bottom of the deck onto the top. Read the new card aloud. Screams in the Night. A random player gains madness. So when you do a random player, this is 0, 1, 2. We will draw until we get a 0, 1, or 2. 4, 2. All right, so we got some madness over here on Jack Galveston. Yeah, I know. All right. So the first turn, after the first round, the player returns to the player with the threat. Start milking the manifestation of the threat. Shadows will cause bad things. Okay, so let's cycle through everyone first. So the player's turns. Now we're up to the actual player's turns here. If the player possesses the threat start marker, which he does, place a threat token on top of the threat deck. Resolve the threat's effect. A random player gains madness. Okay, so we get a threat marker on that. Another random player gains madness. This is not off to a good start. 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 gains madness for Minnie Wong. Whew, okay. Yeah, not starting off strong for us. Definitely starting off strong for the Elder Gods. Okay, so now, okay, so if there are less than 3 assets available, slide the existing. We do have full assets. If there are, draw a new card. We got that. That's all good. The assets are all good. All checks out. During the player's turn, they may perform the 3 actions. Some actions are location specific. Others can be performed anywhere. All right, so I'm going to take an action to move. We're going to have to move somewhere. And we really need to start working our stats out. So he's going to come over here to Miskatonic University, because while he has 0 madness, he's going to be able to gain an additional knowledge. So with 2 left, At Miskatonic, you do research and you gain knowledge. So he has 2 actions left. His first action is going to gain 1, but then he gets a second one. 1, 2. And then his second action, he's going to study, which gives him 1 plus the bonus. So his total is up to 4. Okay. Now we go through that for all of the characters. Minnie is going to... I think she's going to go to the First Bank of Arkham. I think I'm going to have her work on bills for right now. Well, at least for this turn at the moment. Okay, so at the First Bank of Arkham, whenever there's a question mark, that means a Randomicon card. So she's going to spend 1 action to move, or second action to get money. Oh, whenever drawn from the Randomicon, place a corruption on your location and draw the next card. Corruption. Draw the next card. 0. Oh, man. Okay. She can redraw once when consulting the Randomicon, so she will invoke her power since she has 0 madness. And she gets 2 bills. And she will do that again for her third action. And she gets 1. It wasn't that great. Wasn't that great? Okay. These things didn't say anything about your gain any madness. No, okay. Okay, so that was her 3 actions. So he's going to take an action to move up to the Church Street Game Club. Over here. And his second and third action, he's going to gain muscle. Now, spend 1 less... Oh, he doesn't have any bills. Oh, so he's going to have to go to the bank. Yeah, so he has to go to the bank. Okay, so the 2 of them are at the bank. That's what he needs. And 1 action. 1 bill. Oh, I put her muscle up when I should have put her muscle. I mean, her bills now should be 3. There we go. Now his third action. Okay, that's a little bit better. 3. So now he's up to 4. Okay. So that was all the actions for all of the players. And now it's back around. Whoa, sorry about that. I got it. Everything is cool. Camera's where it's supposed to be. Okay, so now back over here to Dr. Henry Armitage, who is tripping the light fantastic here, as we can see. There we go. I need some more dice. Is the problem here. I moved a bunch of dice out of the main dice bag. So now my sand bag that I use my camera is lighter. So I need to get some more. Dice. I need more dice. Okay. Wow, that is not helping. Why all of a sudden is this not? I'll change the angle, the weight. That's better. Okay, I just pull this back, and everything is copacetic, right? No. There we go. Barely. All right, but back over here. So no assets were taken. I'm not going to worry about that. But now another threat is going to be put here, and we're going to have to deal with that. And like wraps our brothers and sisters in its eternal embrace. All right. Let's see. Resolve the threat's effect. Yeah. If there are less than 3 assets available, we have 3. Oh, you know what I forgot to do last turn? When they're R3, you're supposed to discard, slide, and put out a new one. So I should have done that last turn. So let's do that now. The last turn and this turn. Here we go. So we now have Savings Bond. Discard this card to gain twice as many bills as the current threat level. Oh. And Deposit Box Key. Pass this card to another player at First Bank of Arkham along with any other resources. Okay. Liking this so far. Clean sweep. Just stopped by before heading to bed, but it's been a while since I stopped by. Have a great weekend. I'm talking Ghostel to my game night tomorrow. Oh, nice. Good call for Halloween. Have a good night, Clean Sweep. Thank you for stopping by, brother. So now then, so that has two. I have to deal with that. I have to deal with that this turn. Let's see. Clear. Spend one muscle per corruption that you would like to remove from your current location. Well, that's not corruption. That's a threat token. And we get rid of that threat token. Threat cards represent the forces that work to undermine the player's actions. Some threats are harder to overcome than others. Their difficulty is indicated in the bottom right-hand corner of each card by a threat level 1 to 3. This shows a 1, and we're having problems with it. Great. Each threat card also has two sides, an Arkham side and a shadow face. The Arkham face of a threat card represents a threat to the city, which is easily seen. The top card of the threat deck represents the current threat to Arkham that players must contend with. Each time the player with the threat start marker begins their turn, which just happened a second time, they place a threat token on top of the threat deck and resolve the effects listed on the card. This will involve applying corruption to a location or madness to a player, and will occasionally require drawing from the Randomnomicon. Okay, we've been doing that correctly, so that's good. Each Arkham threat has one or more dark ovals that represent the maximum number of threat tokens that card may have on it. If the time comes to place a new threat token, it's at its maximum number that is already on the card, the threat has grown too powerful and the game is over. To discover and deal with shadow threats, if the player with the Ring of Shadows card has less than 3 shadow tokens, they may spend an action to view the shadows. That player picks up the entire threat deck and turns it over to inspect the card on the back of the deck. Resolve the effects listed, and the player may now banish the threat. Okay, excellent. So he's going to use his second action to do just that. So we have 2 over here. So we have to flip it over, or is it the card on the bottom? Flip the deck to the Arkham face. Yes, that's what I thought I remembered. Okay, so here we go. Evil Within. The player with the Ring of Shadow gains 3 madness and -4 on knowledge. Oh, and he has 4 knowledge. Exactly. Damn. Okay, so boom, that goes down. Madness goes up to 3. Oh, I'm not liking that. Ouch. And that is been resolved. And now we have... Oh, you know what I forgot to do before I resolved that? I was supposed to... a player was supposed to get... Right, here we go. A random player gains madness. A random player gains madness. I forgot to do that. 0! Oh, great. So that was... There we go. Madness. They're all a little loony. Now we can't use their special abilities, their advantages, though, when they have madness. Okay. So the player with the Ring of Shadow gains 2 madness. So he gains another 2. Says the one that he had. So he's losing his freaking mind here. I mean, big time. How much madness can he have? That was a point of losing the game, I believe. So coming to madness. If a player has 5 or more madness at the end of their turn, yeah, he's getting ready to go mad over here, Dr. Henry Armitage. So that was his first. That was actually his first action. That was his first action. Okay. Yet his second and third action, he's gonna have to gain knowledge. So that'll get up to 2 because he can't use his tenured ability right now. I think I got this. Okay. So First Bank of America. Okay, we got 2 things at the First Bank of America. We got 2 of them there. Have any bills? Yeah. So well, no. Did he spend them yet? No, he hasn't. So 2 bills will get him this. You need twice as many bills as the current threat level. Current threat level is 0, so let's not bother doing that right now. Miskatonic University, we still got the rare book with a 3 knowledge. That's where he is. So yeah, he has no money though, so he can't get that. He could do 1 action, go to the bank. That would be his second action. His third action, he could come back and get ready. All right. Oh no, he spent an action dealing with this. Then he spent an action here for both of these. So he is done. He is done. What am I doing? Wow, I'm losing my mind. Okay, so Minnie Wong has 3 bills. She has 3 bills. So she's going to head over to Church Street Game Club. And she's going to spend her 3 bills to gain 3 muscle. And then she'll spend a third action. She'll spend 1 of those muscles to erase the corruption there. 1 action. There's 4 bills. He's going to have to do the same thing, I think. Move 1 action over here. Sorry. And let's... There's a cut at the end. Let's see what he gets. He gets 2... Oh, no, wait a second. No, he had to get money first again. Oh, he has bills for. Sorry. I'm looking at the wrong place. I keep thinking this is bills and that's muscle. I don't know why. So spend... So I didn't really have to draw that. I'm going to reshuffle that back in the deck. Sorry about that. That was a 2. Better than a 0. Or a threat card. Okay, so yeah, he's spent 1 action to move over there, and then he'll spend another action, get his bills down to 4, get his muscle up to 4. And then his third action, he's going to move back to the bank so we can go take care of that, I guess, next turn, huh? All right, so this is going to come out over here, and the player with the ring, player ring gains 2. Madness. He's going to have to, I think that's a rest thing I can do. I got to double check that. But if he gets 1 more madness, it's more than 5, right? Oh, geez, let me double check. No, it's 5. Oh, it is 5. I thought it was more than 5. If a player has 5 or more madness at the end of their turn, they betray everyone to the shadows. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, succumb to madness. Oh, Dr. Henry Armitage, how could you do this? Oh. Okay, that was dark. That was dark. This is I heard and I read that this is not an easy game at all. Maybe I would have done better if I had 4 players out. Should have brought out that little witchy ex-cult girl. I don't think that the number of players actually was a big deal. You know, some games when you have to play more than one player, there's a lot to deal with. This there really wasn't. I think for my next game, I could very easily pull out all 4, and I'm not going to feel, like that's weighing me down. I think that's going to be good next game. And yeah, I definitely see myself playing more of this. I want to I want to have at least one win with this. And this is supposed to be a tough game. Ooh, Dr. Henry Armitage. And I know, being the fact that this is the first game that I've played, and I can feel it in my bones, something was done wrong. There was something I did wrong. Not, and I don't mean something I did wrong and then caught the mistake and fixed, like over here with the cards. Actually, at the beginning of the next turn, I should have done this, slid everything over, and should have done that's what I should have done, right? The arcane scroll. Discard this to view the. Oh, that would have been so cool. View the shadows for free instead of gaining insanity there. All right, but this is a good game. If you want to try a fun small footprint Cthulian based game, think about Shadow of the Elder Gods. I'm gonna be playing this some more. All right, everyone, thank you very much. I'm your buddy Big John at G for Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming, and I am out of here.